It's the beef episode. Beef-isode.
Big beef.
Big beef.
Big beefing, baby.
2014. Welcome to season 4. If we've done our job right, there's a new picture on the podcast.
SO4 EO1.
Oh, we're going official title season nomenclature.
SO4 EO1 colon beef in brackets Beef Boys baby.
Triple B. No, we already have a triple B. Boats, Boys, and Bryan Singer.
Oh, yeah.
The three B's of partying.
Yeah.
Of course. So, yeah, we've somehow made it to season 4.
Welcome to the news.
This is, of course, the news.
The news, the podcast.
The podcast, which every day I am closer to actually changing the name of this podcast to, because there does not appear to be a podcast just called The News.
Let's trick people. Let's trick dummies.
And I want a bunch of dummies to listen to exactly 5 minutes of one episode, get mad, and turn it off.
Oh, here's what's in the news today.
That's
You're stupid.
That is my business model. It has never failed me up to this point. And I think never will. I think it would be the opposite of hubris to think that my stupid business model would ever fail me.
Is it Hugh Morris?
It would be
humorous?
It would be humorous of me to think that. So, we were going to tell you at the end of last week, but we figured everyone had stopped listening. So we'll tell you at the beginning of this week. I guess first we'll tell you it's the worst year of our lives, season 4.
For now.
For now. Maybe the news season
For
1.
now.
For now.
For now.
For now. And guess what? Also, for later.
For now, for later, forever.
Forever. I'm Scott, at Not Scott Henson on Twitter, and no other social media.
You have other social media.
I guess I own...
You have an Instagram.
I own an Instagram. Do you own Instagrams?
No.
Am I pronouncing...
It owns you.
Am I pronouncing own strangely?
No.
Okay. I'm not throwing some Mid-Atlantic on it?
No.
I don't own an Instagram.
Are you saying you throw it in when you do Ocean?
Ocean. Yeah, I do have one. I've never used it.
No.
And I have, let me see, 2.35 million followers. Pretty good.
Sounds about right.
Yep. Let's up that, though. No Foley.
It's not Foley, it's ASMR.
Did you say what you were? Did you say...
Nope, because
Not-
we're talking about your Instagram that you use every day.
Oh, yeah, my Instagram that I use every
and
day.
your TikToks and your Vines and your
Periscope. Tout.
Tout it out, baby. Tout it out.
Always have been.
I'm Drew, and now everything is Syrian Soft Paws.
That's right.
Everything.
Oh.
You got a live on-air change.
Now, speaking of on-air changes, Drew, I hear that you're MTF trans.
I didn't change it because it wouldn't let me.
It wouldn't let you. Wait, it's not like it legally wouldn't let you. You ran out of characters.
Twitter law wouldn't allow me.
Twitter law wouldn't let me say in my bio that I'm MTF trans, and by that I mean man to feline.
Man to feline. I was accusing Scott of being an MTFTM. A man to female who's transitioning to a man.
Someone who tried it out, didn't like it, and is going back.
No. You were assigned male at birth.
Yep.
But you were trans woman.
Yep.
But the trans woman you became was a woman transitioning to a man.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was implying.
I got you.
So you are a man who's transitioned to a woman that has been transitioning into a man.
Okay. Is it, like, don't know if I should call it two wrongs make a right, but I got Drew.
How we have never once gotten in trouble.
I'll tell you, but you're not going to like the reason.
Yeah, probably.
I have not been uploading these podcasts. I've just been using it as an excuse to spend time with you.
You've just been Dropboxing it to 5 people? Or you're all those people?
I'm all of those people. They're all my catfish accounts.
Good for you.
And those are the only people who have ever heard this. You think we'd be allowed to say the things that we're saying? Are you out of your fucking mind? Go back and listen to any episode.
Go back to the episode where I talked about justifiable incest. Or...
To be fair, I wouldn't even point to that one. I feel like you made some salient points.
Fair. You got to raise your kids to know that love is love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can fuck your cousin.
Yeah, of course. Or I was implying your own children.
I know, but a line from the movie.
Oh, right.
So, future spoilers.
Future spoilers. So, yeah, we didn't give you the exact details of how the season was going to work out last episode. We figured we would save it till the beginning of this episode.
And we've mentioned it before, but it's solidified now.
But this time we're going to do the official...
It's condensed into a sort of a gel, sort of a plasma, sort of a non-Newtonian solid, I would say.
Into a real creamy soft serve.
A creamy soft serve. Soft peaks.
A malt.
Like an uncooked meringue.
An uncooked meringue.
Yeah.
A chocolate malt. A frosty.
Little more than a frosty.
A frosty you put in the freezer for 15 minutes.
15-minute freezer frosty. Absolutely. Triple F.
15-minute freezer frosty.
That's exactly what we're talking about.
Why are we
here.
so stupid?
I don't know. I think we both have a little bit of bad brain.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Yeah, like we stated before, there was talk of doing another best of the decade, but that involved a lot of homework.
So much homework.
We're kind of off.
Oh my god.
We're kind of off of in advance homework at the moment.
We need a break.
Scott needs to watch all of the recorded episodes of SVU that he's already seen 3 times, but has them all recorded on his PVR.
Maybe it'll turn out different this time.
Or you're going to watch all of those crossover SVUs where they're trying to make them fuck, but they're not fucking
They're
yet,
gonna fuck.
but they're going to fuck.
She's gonna fuck Stabler.
Well, I mean, I love a story that had absolutely no sexual tension the entire time it was on, and then they got distracted.
10 years later.
And they're like, shit, we got to do something. I don't know, let's just make 2 characters that have never wanted to fuck each other fuck. People will be into that, right?
And if I believe now Captain Olivia Benson, she's risen up the ranks quite nicely. I think she started probably as a detective and then went sergeant, lieutenant, captain. So not bad for a dame.
Is she a 4-star captain?
She is not a 4-star captain. She'd be smart if she got with Stabler immediately, because I believe SVU is a prequel to Beef, and as we know, Stabler becomes a deli-owning judge.
That is
true.
So
she should lock that shit down now.
And he becomes a lot more Italian.
A lot more Italian.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's right on Law and Order Organized Crime right now. He's pretending to be Albanian.
I could see that.
It has a huge goatee.
Nice.
I love it.
I can see that.
Yeah,
that suits him.
It's great.
Okay, so
But what are we doing?
This season, we decided that a fun idea
Is to watch Beef
is to watch
every episode.
Oh, we're doing Sex in the City 2?
Yeah, we're beefing it.
We're beefing it. Yeah, so we talked about the idea of doing a movie, and then we pick either, or.
You say either, I say either, you say neither, I say neither. Either, neither, neither. Let's call the whole thing off. That's a song from the 30s. You say potato.
All
and
right.
I say. Okay.
So we will go sort of in a structured pattern, but we're gonna give ourselves a lot of freedom to fool around.
Because it's our fucking show.
We're gonna do some fooling around.
How about don't tell me what to do?
Hey, don't tread on me.
Yeah. Don't step on snacks.
So the idea is that every episode will be that we, at the end of it, we either take an actor from that movie that we watched, not necessarily the star, could be anyone in it.
Could be supporting cast.
Or
could be below the line.
Or the director, and we'll sort of change back and forth. And then watch a different movie, either directed by that director or starring one of the people or featuring one of the people from the previous movie.
I'll tell you what, the director of Beef directed John Mulaney New in Town.
Oh, I like New in Town.
Yeah.
We're
not watching that. But,
not watching that. So it's good. Yeah, it'll change every episode. Like we'll try to do like director, back and forth.
Yeah.
There might be a little bit of like
cheating.
No, we're allowed to make our own decisions. We are free
Executive
women
decisions.
who do not live in Texas, so
We're
we can do what we
strong,
want.
independent women of color.
Yeah. You're orange and I'm a grayish silver.
Yes.
Or in the picture on the back of my on my desktop, my computer, like weirdly orange looking.
The most orange snow leopard I've ever seen.
I think it's just the sunlight.
It's too much sunlight.
I think it's the sunlight.
It should be in the dark.
It should be completely in the dark. And killing mountain goats.
Yes.
So, but we wanted to keep...
Who'd you say the mountain goat is, Sir Edmund Hillary?
Tenzing Norgay.
That's my guy right there.
Tenzing Norgay.
Is Hillary getting there without Norgay? No fucking way.
Is Norgay getting there without Hillary? Yeah,
yes.
Probably.
Goat.
Mountain goat.
Mountain goat.
I'm glad we assigned him his persona.
Write it down. I like that a lot. And yes, that is also his persona.
But we wanted to keep you, our listening audience, the dude dogs, the thick hogs, the jumbo natties,
the flat earthers,
the flat earthers, involved in is it Tenzing or Tenzig?
Tenzig or Tenzing.
I don't know. I'm just gonna write it
I'll
down.
work it out.
And
I think it's Tenzing.
Tenzing.
It's like if I called you gay 10 times in a row. Tenzings.
Tenzan Norgay.
Tenzing Norgay.
Well, it's too late. I already wrote down Tenzig.
Well, rules are rules.
Like
it is
Danzig. Danzig Norgay.
Oh man, Danzig Norgay. Danzig not gay. That's
not
my
gay.
guy right there.
Yeah. So we want to keep you, our listening audience, involved. So we kind of decided that an idea we had was to do a poll after every episode. So we will, the two of us will make the decision, and then you can vote, and then we'll kind of go on that structure unless it completely fucking fails and slaps us in the face.
Absolutely.
In which case, then you've lost all privileges we've given to you, and you owe us money.
You've lost all white privilege.
You've lost all white privilege. You've lost our trust and our faith in you, and you owe us money.
True.
So
go ahead and send that money to paypal.me/notscotthenson.
Yeah. So, what we'll probably end up doing is that, we'll take the director and we'll pick two movies.
A couple options.
For the most part, we're going to try and pick things we haven't seen, unless something comes up that we really like and haven't seen in a while.
Watch this again.
Which, spoiler alert, is what's happening this time around.
Movie number 2.
But then, or we might do a movie by this actor or this actor, and then just whatever actor wins, we'll pick a movie.
Do that.
Or we'll say, this actor, do you want this movie or this movie? So it'll sort of change it up just to keep things interesting.
Yeah.
And we'll have to shut the poll down in advance so that we have time to find the movie.
Yeah, so we'll stay a week in advance on the poll versus what we're doing, so we have time to get the movie when we record. Because we record 5 days in advance. Spoiler.
Yes. So that means that if we post it doesn't, by the time the episode's posted, we put up the poll ends. Does not really give us a lot of time.
It gives like 36 hours.
Exactly. It does not give us a lot of time to find something if we need to.
We'll do a week and 36
hours. So since we already have decided on episode 2,
yes,
I guess we need to figure out what we're doing for the poll.
Yeah.
Right? So, so we started off, we made the joke about watching Beef.
If anyone remembers how we got onto Beef in the because neither of us had heard of this thing until the podcast.
It was definitely
we were looking up something else on IMDb.
It was something Christopher Maloney related.
And you're like, what is Beef?
I think that what it was we had a conversation about him coming back with his own SVU.
That sounds right.
And I said, what has he done since SVU?
Could be.
Other than that Netflix one with the
Happy.
Happy.
And it was FX, not Netflix.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. FX. But it was on Netflix. That I think that's what led me to get to it,
That
but I'm not
sounds right.
100% certain on that. So, if you've listened and you have a
Better explanation
if you have
than
the
the person who
autism
did
of
it.
Scott, but your memory is about what things
The
we've
autism
said,
of Scott, but the penis of Drew. The best of both
a
worlds.
grower, not a
Or
shower.
The worst of both worlds.
a grower, not a shower. 1.5 inches flaccid, and I'm gonna leave it. No,
Three-quarters-
I'm gonna leave it to your imagination.
3/4 of
Fully
an inch
rock.
hard. It
Fully
gets
rock.
smaller.
No, I'm a grower, not a shower.
You're neither.
I'm not a shower and then a negative grower.
You neither grow nor show.
I'm just micro penis.
You just have a bad penis.
A bad dick. I got bad dick, everybody. So we went with beef because we thought it was a silly concept.
Yeah.
And it, in theory,
Turns
wasn't
out it's not a movie.
actually a movie.
Or even a TV movie as it's described on
Yes.
IMDb. It's clearly a series
Yeah,
mashed
it's-
into one thing.
It's a failed pilot that and I guess maybe they filmed.
I was gonna say a failed like 6-episode series.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it was something that they had filmed and were shopping around.
Yeah.
Nobody was interested, so they just put it together as a movie.
Yeah.
There's connective tissue to it, but the majority of it is just its own individual little like skits, kinda.
Yeah.
So we knew that was the first one, and then we were kind of deciding on, do we do this, do we do that? But of course, as we mentioned, the star of the show, movie show, whatever, is Christopher Maloney, and
Uncle
Lou. And so in our heads, we, what do we associate Maloney with that's not
Besides
SVU?
SVU.
So, I mean, we're obviously just going to say it.
Wet Hot
because,
American Summer.
Wet Hot American Summer, which
Yeah.
we watched together, but
Some time
it
ago.
was probably
I'd say the early 10s.
yeah, I mean, we didn't really hang out until like 07, and it was
Yeah.
probably like 08 or 09,
Maybe late aughts.
maybe late aughts.
Even going too soon. Yeah.
So, anyways, it's been a hot minute, and we enjoy it. So we're going to give that a rewatch as episode 2.
We're going to give that a rewatch, and then we're going to give the 8-episode sequel series a watch, and then the 8-episode prequel series a watch, all next week.
And we're gonna have a fun game, playing a game of which cast member got the fattest.
The answer is Michael Showalter.
Is Michael Showalter or faux show?
We're not doing that. We're just watching the movie.
We're just watching the movie. So I guess essentially the first poll. Well, because the thing is, I think
First poll is one you can smoke.
you can smoke my poll, Scott's poll, both polls. North,
Should I put up
south,
a poll? Should I put up a poll?
a poll. Which poll?
Yeah.
North, south, Scott's or mine?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna go because we obviously are.
So we've done
we're
actor.
going actor from Beef
So
to
very
Wet Hot.
next is director, which is David Wayne.
David Wayne for Wet Hot. So he's
Yeah.
got some movies, but we obviously want to keep the things we haven't seen. So I feel like there's going to be some people that aren't familiar with his work or with things that we're going to nominate for voting. So nope, that's not what it's really hard to type around a microphone. So he's got in his canon of directed films,
milieu.
some movies that people might have seen will include Role Models, Wanderlust. What else did he do? He did. So he's done all the Wet Hot stuff.
Yeah.
He did.
They Came
He had his
Together.
own show.
Wainy Days.
Wainy
It was
Days?
a web series.
Oh, web series. He did some stuff from some random TV. But the obviously movies he's done that we haven't seen is a little challenging because there's not a lot.
Yeah.
There's 2014's They Came Together.
Yeah.
And 2018's A Futile and Stupid Gesture.
Oh yeah, that's the National Lampoon.
That's the National Lampoon one with
Yeah.
Orville Willis Forte the 5th, 3rd, 10th, 9th.
I think you got it right the first time.
Backyard Fest.
Five.
6.
Or 6. Yeah.
So we had discussed putting up Stella Shorts.
Yeah.
as well, which in theory, again, is also not a movie. It's just
Yeah, we're thinking it could be funny for 2 of our first 3 movies to not be movies.
to not be movies.
Drew hasn't seen Stella Shorts. I have a long time ago. I remember them being very funny. And it also gives us a lot of actors to work with going forward.
Yeah.
You got like a Brad Cooper, a Zach Galifianakis, a Paul Rudd, Zach Orth, Todd
Black. Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got your
Elizabeth Banks.
Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell, that's right.
Yeah, I think
I forgot about Sam.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
we've named all the big ones.
Probably.
But yeah, so that does.
Leo Allen. Little known comedian Leo Allen.
Yeah.
How could I forget?
R.I.P.
I think
He's fine.
okay.
Yeah, he's totally fine. Yeah, so I think if we'll put the poll up as what I guess.
What do we do? A futile and stupid gesture. Stella Shorts.
Yeah, I don't want to do too many.
3.
Well, we don't really have a lot
2.
of other options.
Or just
for
2.
It's
Just those 2?
unless we want to do They Came Together, which we've both heard is not great.
Yeah, I can't remember where, but I heard it was bad.
But it does have lots of other people we like.
I
in
know
it.
there's people we like.
And
I just think it doesn't. I think it ironically doesn't come together.
is it just not a comedy? Is it? It's a rom com.
Yeah, I think it's like it's. Yeah, it's probably classified as a rom com. I think.
Oh, it's kind of like a spoofy thing of a rom com.
I think so. I think it's sort of that. I think it's a little like self aware and stuff. But
Okay. Well, let's. You know what? Let's throw it in there anyways. Let's do those 3.
Those 3.
So we'll go between 2018's A Futile and Stupid Gesture. We'll do 2014's They Came Together.
And 1998 to 2002's Stella Shorts.
So, yeah. So the voting will close, the day...
As long as it's like a day or 2 before we record, it's fine.
I assume you
So,
have Stella Shorts.
I have everything.
And then Futile and Stupid Gestures on Netflix.
Okay.
So we really only have to look up if the other one wins. So yeah, we're fine for that.
Yeah.
So if we, going forward, as everyone loves us planning out the podcast live on air instead of doing it beforehand when we really should have, if we do it for...
I guess just do it for a week and then just put the new one up every Monday or Tuesday.
Well, we'd need to put it up the day the podcast goes up in theory.
Yeah.
So it just
But we're a week ahead. So
yeah,
it
but
doesn't matter so much.
like because we can put, since this is the first episode, we can put the poll up when this.
I'll tell you where I'd like to put the poll up.
I hope it's not my tight butthole.
No.
Because I'm a non-penetrative bottom.
True.
So if we put the poll up when the first episode drops and it ends when the second episode drops,
Yeah.
then we're good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. So this
You
will
get a week to vote.
go up on November 1st and end on November 8th, and then we'll tape that on November 10th.
There you go.
And so forth. There. The system
Perfect.
works.
The system is not broken.
Democracy in action, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Or
So
in action.
as
In
you've
action.
heard,
What am I trying to say? Go ahead.
I don't know. What are you even doing? Who even?
I was
are you?
sticking it to democracy because I'm a
Gotcha.
communist.
And then obviously, as we stated,
So I'm 13 and I just learned about Karl Marx and now I'm a communist.
cool guy you. So yeah, as we said, whichever one of those 3 ends up winning the vote is what we will watch, and then we will pick.
Unless we change our minds.
No, probably not.
We'll probably
and then
watch
we'll pick an actor or actress from whatever wins.
Yeah,
and
and do
we'll,
the next
and
one.
we'll either do one person and a couple movies by them, or we'll just do a couple actors and then just pick the movie we want to
Yeah.
watch. So it'll change every time. So kind of things are different, so it's not just a repetitive system of
Yeah, director might be you guys pick the movie, and then actor might be you pick the actor and we
maybe
pick the movie.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we can do that. There's I'm sure we're gonna run into problems where there's a director that has either done no other movies or maybe something that we can't find, which is going to
get stumped.
Well, that's just going to give us the chance to
Reset.
pull our own fucking rules and
Yeah.
change what we want to do. And so that's season 4. And
Yep.
then if you can manage, and we're going to do this until we get bored of it.
That is the plan until we get tired.
Yeah, we're going to just keep running with this one until we really run out of steam. And then we'll see if and when there's a season 5.
And if we'll maybe do
Well, we'll do best
the
of the
2000s
decade.
best of the decade. Homework, so much homework. Well, you know what? We're gonna need another
Ooh!
COVID.
Another COVID? I would like to not work.
Yeah, we're gonna need another full quarantine lockdown, so we can watch some movies. So you can get back to some 20.
Oh, you fucking fuck.
So you can get back to some 2020 numbers.
It's not gonna happen. Although, since we recorded last, I have watched. What day did we record? The 14th?
Maybe.
Yeah, 14th. I have watched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 movies.
All right, more than one a day.
To be fair, one of them was
solid.
us watching Escape the Undertaker. So I don't know if that really counts.
It's a movie.
And all of the other ones, now I'm going to openly admit,
Gay porn?
all the other ones were on the laptop in front of me while I was
Whilst
gaming. But I'm paying attention to both.
Are you,
and all of
are you-
those...
Are you nationally ranked at NHL 22 yet?
No, because I'm too busy doing roster editing.
Of course.
Because my autism won't let me play the game without editing rosters.
Of course.
But there's roster sharing in the game now, but it's not in the game until December.
Sad.
And I'm actually kind of hoping to be one of the big roster sharers in the game.
That's my man.
So
That's my man
working
right
on
there.
that. Anyways, all of the movies except for one that I rewatched during that period, or watched during that while I was playing, were things I had already seen. But I'm going to count them because I watched them all the way through. So.
Sure.
And spoiler alert, only one of them's good.
What was the good one?
What We Do in the Shadows. Because it was
Great.
an option of watching. It was just things on Hulu or on Amazon Prime. So
Yeah.
I didn't want to have to like worry about changing
What am I gonna
up
do?
discs.
Take one of my 3,200 Blu-rays off the wall and put it in the player?
Yeah, because that's me getting up and having
Imagine
to stop gaming.
the very
instead of
that's
just
true.
going click.
You would have to briefly stop gaming.
Exactly, can't do it.
And that is unacceptable.
I watched the 1998 Lost in Space, which I haven't seen since probably 1998.
I was about to say that was good, and then I remembered I was thinking of Galaxy Quest.
It's got a really pretty good cast when you think about it, because it's got William Hurt, noted us big fan.
noted us big fan.
Us big fan.
We big fan William Hurt.
Gary Oldman.
Yep.
You got a very young, supple Lacey Chabert.
Supple.
And
The fifth party of Fiverr,
the Fifth Party of Fiverr.
who I can never remember.
And the original Meg from Family Guy.
That's right, season 1 Meg.
Yep. And then it's got Heather Graham.
Was she the Meg?
She was the Meg. She was the shark.
Well, she got big.
She was the Megalodon.
She's a big bitch now.
Yeah, she is. Then it's got trying to be a movie star Matt LeBlanc, who is actually really hunky in that movie. Like, he's really skinny. He's fit.
He had a
He's-
moment in the late 90s.
Yeah.
He had Ed. He had this.
He had this, and he had
A third example?
No, he had a third example. He had,
Maybe something that didn't have a monkey in it.
No.
American History X.
He was in Charlie's Angels Full Throttle.
Nice.
And that is kind of about
And
it.
that is it.
But anyways, yeah, so I did that. And then I did,
Then he went gray.
And then
did episodes.
the only new one I watched was the John Cena vehicle of Vacation Buddies, Vacation Friends, Vacation Friends.
I'm glad it stuck with
John
you.
Cena, Lil Rel, and it was kind of dumb, but
What?
John was deceptively very
Charming.
enjoyable in it and charming.
He
yeah.
is charming. And he knows Chinese. Did you know that?
I do, and he also is a coward and a total fucking loser.
Well, can't totally argue on that.
Correct. What a fucking coward. Oh, I'm so sorry, China. Please let me kiss your butt
Imagine-
a little harder. Oh, closer to the hole, sir.
Imagine having to do that. That's honestly one of the craziest things that's I feel like the two most underrated things that have happened in the last 5 years are Epstein and John Cena's apology to China. Because, like, Epstein obviously was news. It should be the biggest scandal in American history. And it's not. And then John Cena, like, just abject proof of how beholden to the Chinese government everyone is.
Yeah.
John Cena had to apologize in Chinese for saying that Taiwan was a country.
Its own country.
That's so fucked
It
up.
really shouldn't surprise us that much because John is such a fucking company man that he gave Vince McMahon the rights to his legal government name.
Yes.
So it shouldn't surprise us that he's that
John
much
Cena
of a fucking
is
coward.
literally a property.
He's a property. He is owned and operated
And
by
sold.
Vince McMahon and China.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A co-venture of Vince
co-venture.
McMahon and the CCP. What an alliance.
Absolutely. The best alliance.
I can't wait to see the next venture that Vince McMahon and the Chinese Communist Party go in on together. I don't know, some sort of factory that makes
Just sparks?
just sparks.
Just manufacture sparks?
Or what? Okay, how about an automated factory that makes child laborers?
Huh. Who's in charge of the factory? Also children? Or just one guy?
I'm debating between a child, an adult, or a sentient robot.
Oh.
I think the factory that makes people shouldn't be clouded by any human management. So I think
Yeah.
a robot should be in charge of the factory.
I agree. A sentient robot in charge of making child laborers.
Yes, that is then sold to other factories that aren't as automated.
Right, that aren't able to get that technology just yet.
Yeah.
All right, I like it.
You like it?
I like it. I like it. I'm in.
Let's do it.
How do we invest?
Give me $20.
Can you fuck the children?
Well, they're Chinese children.
Ew. So no.
I would say
it's a toaster. Oh.
Oh, so I
I
can
can
fuck
fuck
it. I would say we'd make them without holes.
Do you want to fuck my toaster with me?
Sid, I would love to.
But
yeah, I'd say we close them up down there.
close them up.
Yeah.
No poo, no pee, no entry. I'm fine with that.
Now that you say it, I don't like it as much.
There's just like a nozzle that you just like everything comes out and you just turn it off.
I don't like it.
Things can't go in, but things can come out.
You know what? I'm shutting down the whole venture.
All right. We crossed the line.
Sorry, China.
Would you like to talk about beef?
I'd love to talk about beef.
A
2.5 hour television movie, in theory,
in name only.
in name only. Let's have a look at the one review on IMDb.
Oh, I think I already closed it.
Oh, come on.
Well, I thought you had it fresh in your brain since you don't forget anything ever, including dates. Because you, sir, have a mental illness.
Or I'm just smart at dates.
At dates, but you're not good at going on dates.
I could.
So, Ben IBN, who I think is some form of Danish or Norwegian, based on his movie reviews and also his poor English,
Something Scandinav.
gave this movie a 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10, you say? That's the lowest rating.
And he called it an awful, filthy series.
That was the title of his review.
That was the title of the review.
Yeah.
He says, sex, violence together with gay and anti-Semitic talk seems to be the ultimate ingredient for movies made in USA.
Yeah, that's why USA A-OK. You've said no bad things yet.
I don't see the problem. Disgusting and below the human life.
Below the human life, you say.
Whatever that means.
Also, that was like, I don't know if he even wrote that review for this. Because there's not really much sex. There's
there's a lot of implied sex.
Yeah.
But it's not like
you see nothing beyond kissing.
Yeah, or like when the three of them are in the cooler and they sort of like mush themselves together.
Yeah.
Implying that there's
They're all clothed,
gay
though.
butt sex. Yeah, exactly.
I guess you see Steve Agee's butt for a minute.
Yep, that is sex. That is sex.
There's no violence.
There are 9 reviews for it on Letterboxd.
Okay.
The first one just says, "Good movie, I came."
Oh, nice.
Second one says,
Me too.
"Italian people."
Italian people.
The third one says, "I got beef."
Hey.
The fourth one says, "I saw this for Michael Ian Black, and he sure was in it." There's one in Portuguese that I can't read.
Coward.
Then, yeah, this is basically what New York delis are really like. I think this one is in my neighborhood.
Wait, all New York delis are also courtrooms?
Yeah,
That's cool.
I know. I agree.
Let's go to Katz's.
This girl, Anna, says that as a feminist, I took a break to enjoy this movie. But I did enjoy...
Wait, she took a break from being a feminist
Yeah.
and fucking relaxed for a minute?
But I did enjoy the hot guys in it, so it was a win-win. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Blondie.
Who were the hot guys in this?
I don't know.
Beck Bennett?
Beck Bennett. I think a lot of people are into Beck Bennett, though. Like, I really do think he's got quite the following. Like,
They're not wrong.
I mean, Tom Lennon, he's a hunk.
I guess Thomas Lennon,
If you're into sleek, slim,
he's a hunk.
handsome
Is Michael
boys.
Ian Black a hunk?
I don't know. He's a twunk.
I guess Chris Maloney's a hunk.
He's a hunk, and he had a very muscular chest.
Yeah.
I noted he's been hitting the bench.
Yeah, he's a thick boy.
The final review that's in English is, "This proves I will watch any shit for Christopher Maloney. 3 of his films I watched today either had the Beach Boys song or references in them. It must be summer." I'm like,
what?
what? Okay. What other Christopher Maloney movies involve the Beach Boys?
The Beach Boys.
He's in Man of Steel. He's in 12 Monkeys. He's in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. He's in Wet Hot. Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. Sin City: A Dame for the Kill. 42, the movie that's got the best dialogue.
Well, specifically from Alan
Harold and
Tudyk.
Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay. Snatched. Karis. Junior. The Wet Hot First Day of Camp. Nights in Rodanthe. Oh, there was a reference to
There was a
Nights in
reference to
Rodanthe.
Nights in Rodanthe.
Because, yeah, he's in it, but because it was when they were talking about Ryan Goss, the Goss.
Yeah.
Which I don't see Ryan Gosling in it. So what an interesting reference.
Yeah.
They really got us. They really fucking got us. So apparently people, like, the general consensus is that this is bad.
I don't think it was bad. I thought there was some funny stuff in it. It probably didn't need to be 2.5 hours, but that's also because it's not a movie. And it's probably better as 6 episodes or whatever.
Yeah, I it's definitely not a movie. And there are parts that are more enjoyable than other parts.
Yeah.
As soon as the first... So, it's a series of skits, obviously, where Christopher Maloney is the owner of the butcher
It's
shop.
the People's Court in a deli.
But he's the one settling people's beef.
Yeah.
And it's filmed in the style of the People's Court.
Yeah.
Like, it's... he's giving them their chance to state their stuff. He's got his witty retorts and comments. There's a cast of silly...
retorts and just regular torts because it's a court of law.
It's a court of law, of course. And there are just a series of, stereotypical Italian family members that are in the court, and he, settles their beefs. But as soon as the first one came up, I was thinking, I don't think this is going to be very funny. I didn't. Mm-hmm. The one with the DJ in the car, and
yeah, it wasn't great.
I was kind of like, oh, I hope it's not this bad, because the comedy just wasn't really that funny.
Yeah,
and so I was really hoping.
I imagine it's not. It seems not fully scripted. There's an improv element to it. I would guess
a lot of people involved in this are
improv-y
freestylers.
Yeah,
free ballers. There's some UCB people in it, right?
There's definitely some UCB people.
And then there's some.
There's UCB people. There's the state people.
Yeah,
there's a third thing.
There's some SVU people, and by people I mean one.
Christopher Maloney, yes.
Also the remake of The Odd Couple.
Yeah.
And,
Well, he's a state person.
There's a lot of improv in Reno 911, and
Yes, there
he's
is.
in Reno 911. So, there's 2 Reno 911 cast members.
Yep.
Yeah.
Carrie Kenny Silver.
Kenny Silver. So yeah, it started off, and I was kind of thinking, ooh,
I don't wanna-
now I see why this didn't get.
I don't want
picked
to watch
up.
this for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, but it,
Some were quite funny.
it went up and down. Yeah,
Yeah.
like there were definitely a few that we had some good laughs at.
Yeah.
and then there was a few that were just sort of like, all right, let's
some
let's
were-
get to the next one.
some
Let's
were
get
just
to the next
there.
one. Yeah. So yeah, it's mostly they come in. There's like a silly beef, but some of the characters are connected to the other people in the story, like in the family.
Yeah.
There's like a concert a guy who gets hired by a rapper played by Beck Bennett who's supposed to promote the guy's raps, and he like by putting out pamphlets, and he doesn't, and he's the boyfriend of the niece her name is Denise,
And her occupation is Denise.
And then there's a social studies teacher at the high school who wants to take
Wants to chaperone.
all of the seniors on a trip to
Paris.
Paris and isn't allowed to. And it turns out that when Denise was in high school, he fucked her.
Yep.
And then they end up sort of getting back together. And
almost getting her
secretively...
pregnant.
And then getting pregnant.
Not almost
Getting pregnant. There's a lot of talk of putting it in the back door.
Yeah.
But then there's also just a lot of, hey, oh, hey, yeah.
Abortion comes up 3 or 4 times, and every time I was
time.
like, oh,
Yeah, oh, hey, yeah, oh, hey. There's lots of implied gay stuff.
Sure.
There's a lot of...
Yeah, this has a level of gay panic that you wouldn't get in a 2021 movie. Even though this wasn't that long ago. This is like 2013-14 is when this ended.
It's right before Jada Pinkett Smith got a platform.
Right before that cunt, Jada Pinkett Smith.
Are you just channeling your inner Michael Cera?
I'm channeling my inner Michael Cera.
I see. Yeah, so it's a lot of characters that actors that you like, that people think are funny. I mean, there was a lot of them that every time they would come through, we're like, it's this guy,
Matt Walsh.
it's the other Matt Walsh.
I love the. I wonder which Matt Walsh is more famous, because I guess they're both verified on Twitter, so
Yep.
pretty cool. One.
Would you like to know who has more followers?
One, I would like to know who has more followers. One is a funny improver and actor who, by all accounts, is a very nice man, and the other is a right-wing piece of shit.
Right-wing piece of shit has more followers.
Sad. What are we at?
701K.
Well, that's way more than Matt
And
Walsh.
Matt Walsh
probably
has 158K.
Ooh, like 5 times.
Yep.
Damn.
Yes, sir.
Guys, let's boost good Matt Walsh. Let's boost balding ginger Matt Walsh, not the other guy.
Not the shitty one.
Yeah. But if you like the other guy, he makes a few good points. No, I think he's pretty bad. Actually,
I think he's pretty fucking
I
bad.
think he's quite bad.
Yeah. So you got your Michael Cera's, you've got your Thomas Lennon's, as we stated.
You've got my girlfriend Lizzie Kaplan.
You got Lizzie Kaplan was rocking some jumbo natties
Yep.
that are hanging out for everyone to see.
You got Steve Agee twice.
You got Steve Agee twice.
King Shark himself.
Yeah, King Shark himself.
Pretty cool.
Then you got your Matt Jones.
Yeah, we had a cleaned up gay beaver from Breaking Bad.
Whose gay partner was Horatio Sands.
Yep.
Then you got who else did we have? Andrea Savage.
Andrea
who's
Savage,
super fucking
who
hot.
you were lusting over.
I would very much so. I enjoy myself an old lady. Then you got your Zach
Woods.
Zach Woods,
Yep.
who is 9 feet tall.
He's so tall.
He's the rebirth of El Gigante.
He's very funny.
He's very funny.
I like him in everything.
I like him in everything. But yeah, so it's a
he,
real.
he kills on Silicon Valley and gets mad pussy.
Well, look at him. He's so tall. How couldn't he?
He's so tall.
But yeah, there's a lot of a lot of good comedians, like a lot of B level bit players, character players.
Rich
from
Fulcher.
things. Yeah. Yeah.
I like him on the Mighty Boosh, among other things.
One half of is OK Go.
What?
What's the band that he's in?
I don't think he's in OK Go.
He's in a band.
Well, great news. Or confusing news. It's not that one.
He's in the Arkells. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't think he's in the Arkells either.
Name another band that I don't listen to.
I don't think
that I just know their name.
I don't think this old comedian is in any of these bands.
He's in Van Halen.
Maybe.
You know what? He's in Van Halen.
You know what? He's Eddie Van Halen.
Oh, R.I.P.
Sad.
R.I.P. Nope, I already forgot what I was looking up. Oh, yeah.
What, if any band Rich Fulcher is in?
I'm going to tell you.
You're sure not thinking of Dave Hill, who is in the band that did the theme song for Last Week Tonight?
That's probably what I'm thinking.
It's probably what you're thinking.
Thinking of
and
that.
I can't remember the name of that band, but it is a real
that
band
also
with a
OK
real
Go?
name. It's not OK Go. But yes, Dave Hill does kind of look like Rich Fulcher. I'll give you that. Dave Hill dresses better and might be gay.
What?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe just dresses gay. What am I, a doctor? What am I, a gay doctor? I don't know.
Well, if you ask me,
Wait.
I'm going to say...
Wait, am I a gay doctor? Nobody ever told me?
Valley Lodge.
Valley Lodge. It would have been a while before I got there, but that is the right
And-
song. Band. And the song is something.
It's just called Go.
That's right. Hey, that's where that's where Go was in your dumb head from.
There you go.
We did it.
Dave Hill, John Kimbrough.
Yeah, I don't know if you know Rich Fulcher. I can't think of a lot of Rich Fulcher stuff that isn't British.
You're
And
British. That's right.
How dare you?
But now you get to say the word, so proceed.
Drew's been trying to trick me into saying Packy on the show for months at this point. And I will go on record as saying I will never let him make me say it.
Aw.
Never.
Never say what?
Packy.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
What is Rich Fulcher? Well, he's the judge in Marriage Story.
Really?
Yeah. He's in a bunch of Drunk History, obviously.
Lots of Drunk History. Mighty Boosh.
He's got a very stupid recurring character in Curb Your Enthusiasm in
yes, he
maybe
does.
season 6 or
Yeah,
7.
he's on some Curb.
Where he's the restaurant manager who, when the food doesn't come to the table, says that there's been a problem in the kitchen and it's being attended to, and they keep asking him what the problem is.
What's the problem?
And he just keeps saying, well, it's being attended to. And they're like, yeah, but what's the problem? Well, there was a problem, and it's being attended to. And that's just, and that goes over like 3 episodes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Really dumb, but really funny.
New Curb out as of the time you hear this episode.
Correct. Yeah. So overall, I thought it was good, not great, but
Yeah.
there were some good laughs.
Yeah,
And
some
the
definitely good
highlight
laughs.
of the entire thing was, of course, Michael Ian Black.
Yeah, Michael Ian Black is
Michael
a
Ian Black
treat.
really
love
pulled it
him.
together. It was a lot of. I would assume some of the stuff he was doing was improv.
Yes.
Because he definitely made Matt Walsh corpse.
Yes.
Like when he said something and you could see Walsh like very quietly move his hand up to his mouth because
Yeah.
he was definitely corpsing.
Walsh is like, you fucker.
Yeah, absolutely. And then of course, like the big reveal is at the very end is because
So Michael Ian Black's character he's the guy who interviews
he's the
plaintiffs and defendants after the
he's
decision.
the outside of the courtroom
Yeah.
guy who gets their statement on the
Yeah.
judgment. But the beginning of it is
Lynn
that
Vanderloo.
Lynn Vanderloo. So at the very beginning, Christopher Maloney's character finds out that his brother-in-law is opening a deli
Across the street.
exactly the same as his across the street.
And he's pissed.
And so that's sort of an arc that goes across the whole thing.
Yeah.
And at the very end, they trick the brother-in-law into coming in so that Christopher Maloney can give him his beef.
Yeah.
But then they're like, how can you be an impartial
How
judge?
can you be the judge and also be
And-
the one with the beef?
And so then he goes, no, look, I will never go against the law.
nothing if not
I'm
fair."
nothing if not fair. And they're like, no, we need to get somebody else. They're like, all right, well,
let's get a customer.
let's just get a customer. And then they're like,
Nah, they'll like you.
yeah, everybody here's a customer unless they just don't have any money. And then they're like,
This is
wait a
some
minute.
bum with no money.
And they're like, bum with no money, which of course has been sort of revealed over the whole thing that
That Michael Ian Black, though the interviewer, is also homeless.
lives outside, smells like pee, not his pee.
That was one of the best lines, actually. You smell a lot like urine. Not
my urine. Also, his microphone has like the cables have been cut. It's not connected to anything.
Yeah.
So they bring him in to be the judge.
The magistrate.
The magistrate, as he wishes to be called.
Yes.
And that's sort of the highlight of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Is just like at one point, it seems like he's, like, because the whole time he's been interviewing people, he's been asking silly questions, he's been, like, really stupid, but then he goes right to, like, when he gets inside, he's, like, all business for a second.
Yes.
Like, he's speaking very, like, proper, he's going, like, very technical in the law.
There was one beautiful part where Christopher Maloney's brother-in-law and the creep social studies teacher who wanted to accompany the girls to Paris said they've got everything in order for the butcher shop they're going to open. They've got an LLC, and out of nowhere, Michael Ian Black
with a straight face,
with a fucking deadpan, says, "Let the record reflect that LLC stands for Limited Liability Corporation."
Perfect.
Yeah. And so then MIB, I love that his initials are MIB.
MIB.
That's fantastic. He rules. What was the reason he ruled in favor of the brother-in-law?
Yeah, he was saying that the courtroom does not like people who are dishonest about opening shops, and social studies teachers, and the social studies teacher goes, "Wow, that seems out of."
Yeah.
Well, what I was getting to is he has this big moment of like he's gonna give the verdict, and then he pauses and he goes, "I need to speak to God for a second." And then there's like this silence. He's sort of like
where he just stares into the middle distance,
and then he goes, "Oh, he's not there.
He wasn't in.
He wasn't in." I don't remember even though we literally just watched it.
I think it was just, I think he ruled against him because because in the 4 years he's been standing outside, he's never brought him a sandwich.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
That was it.
Yeah, so he rules in favor of the brother-in-law, who is now allowed to open his restaurant, or his deli, and...
That's pretty much it. And then he went back outside, did the interviews as usual.
Yeah.
He interviewed Maloney and Maloney's wife and their little dog, and I think he asked the question to the dog.
To the dog. Yeah.
What is a hero to you?
and then the wife
kisses the dog. She's like,
yeah.
"Have you ever kissed the dog?"
And he goes,
and he's like, "Yes." And then she
picks it up for him to kiss the dog,
and he tilts his head and closes his eyes.
He's gonna make out with this little dog.
Yeah.
And she pulls it away.
Yeah.
There's a few like funny lines earlier of like when they were talking, I like just the characters, and there were these two characters that were trying to be performers.
I mean, I'll go very quickly beef by beef.
I don't think you need to, but okay.
Well, because I want to rule on them myself, because I agree with some of the rulings and disagree with others. So there's the one where a woman who lives in her car hired a DJ for her house party, which was in her car, and she thought he did a bad job. I agree that she was in the wrong, and he did the best he could.
No beef.
A guy went to his friend's house for a quote-unquote party and then left.
Because there would be ladies.
And there weren't enough ladies, and one was related to him. And left with the beer he brought. I agree, no beef, because I sometimes leave with the stuff I bring to parties. Yeah, I think you're not supposed to, but if I'm gonna bring a thing and you're not gonna touch it, I'm gonna take it back and give it to someone who will fucking appreciate it.
I think it's of the understanding if you're bringing it for everyone.
Yeah. And everyone decides that they're not having it, then that window has closed.
But I think you personally can bring your own stuff,
sure,
and take it back.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're saying beef?
No beef.
Oh, no beef. Yeah.
Because the guy was mad at the guy for taking the stuff back.
I agree. No beef.
No beef. Between things, there was mention of tiger cock pills, which gave you the idea to give me the idea to start convincing old Chinese women to suck my dick for health reasons.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look into that.
Okay. You gotta be old though.
Gotta be old. The next one was the Beck Bennett and Mike Epps Or am I racist?
You're racist.
Am I?
Yeah.
I really thought it was Mike Epps. Is it Omar? It wasn't Omar Epps. Drew, don't sit there and
No,
tell me.
it's not an Epps.
Don't sit there and tell me.
It's not an Epps.
It really looked okay.
It's not an Epps. You're just
Beck
being,
Bennett
you're
and
just,
fake.
You're just being racist.
Fake Mike Epps. I would have bet you fucking money it was
It's
Mike
not
Epps.
Mike Epps.
Um,
Mike Epps looks different. You're just being racist. How does it not have the whole cast listed on IMDb?
IMDb lists like 10
has
people.
12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 50 people in this.
Oh, what am I going to remember him in that he's in other stuff?
It's probably Mike. Look up The Hangover because it's Mike Epps.
It's not.
I swear to God. That one was what? That was the rapper mad at the promoter, for promoting badly. I agree with the no beef there as well. Also, I like the mention of a black people pool party where a bunch of people drowned.
Well, yeah, and then he says, didn't somebody drown at the party? And he goes, well, yeah, it's a black person's party. Of course they're going to drown at the party. And then Beck Bennett goes like, well, yeah, of course. Like, you can't expect black people to go to a party. And he goes, hey,
There was the bad haunted house. Or one of the key features of the haunted house was that the floor was painted blue, and because a blue floor is weird and you never see one.
Yeah.
I agree again. No beef. The haunted house sounded fine.
Yep.
Then the teacher wanted to chaperone the kids. So that one, the teacher was the one with the beef. So that one, I'm going against Maloney's ruling, and I'm going beef.
Yes.
And that teacher should get to chaperone those
agree.
girls to Paris.
You do not know that he's going to fuck those girls. You're just assuming
You can't prove
he's going to fuck those girls.
You can't prove a negative. You can't prove he's not going to fuck those girls in Paris. There was the bathroom remodel that Carrie Kenny Silver paid the gay couple of Beaver from Breaking Bad and Horatio Sands as Chablis.
Chablis, yeah.
No beef. I thought she got what she paid for with the bathroom. A Russian woman and a priest, Rich Fulcher.
Yep.
Russian woman was mad that he was mad about her bikini car wash for the church. I'm gonna go no beef on that. Or beef. Should you be able to do a bikini car wash for the church, or is that inappropriate? You should be able to. So beef. I'm siding with the woman.
Yeah, beef.
Yeah.
Wow, you're picking a woman's side for once.
Next one was the second podcast mention in a row. Gary Anthony Williams, who notably turned into a warthog.
But not in this one. In this one, he turned into the fattest man.
Yeah, this was right because he's 100 pounds less now than here.
Yeah.
And he's bigger here than on Malcolm in the Middle. This is the biggest GAW has ever been, besides when he turned into an anthropomorphic warthog. He was probably bigger then.
Yeah.
Or not. What do you think? Is he bigger than a warthog man in this?
Sorry, I'm looking up how much weight he lost. I was not paying attention to you.
Probably a lot. I'd say legit 100 pounds.
I will say
but
that
he was a Reiki masseuse who massaged you without touching you. And Janet Varney?
Yeah,
or is that
Janet Varney
was mad at him for doing a massage where he didn't touch her, but she neglected to read the bottom part of the sign where for another $15 he'll go all the way. Oh yeah, because her religion didn't let her touch herself.
Yes.
And so she was mad that he didn't touch her enough. I'm gonna side with Maloney because that was the first beef of the show. That was the first one ruled in favor of beef, which I agree with. And then the one where a guy who's clearly in love with Ryan Gosling deleted the season finale of Real Housewives of Atlanta off the PVR because Crazy Stupid Love was on.
Yeah.
And he's gay for Goss. something I would know nothing about.
Me neither. Gary lost 155 pounds.
155.
Well, no. To date, he's lost 155.
What, he's still going?
Yeah, have you not seen him recently?
Who's he trying to impress?
Well, he just wants to live longer and not die. You know?
Just be a warthog.
No, just be a skinny black dude.
Bebop. Let Sheamus be a rhino, and let Gary Anthony. Damn, that is a lot. That is more than 100 pounds.
No,
Yeah,
he's very skinny.
that's a side by side. That's a good side by side.
Very skinny.
He's a real Penn Jillette without all the loose skin. You know what? But he's probably got the loose skin. But you could just really see it on
Just
Penn
so
Jillette.
you know, he's in the Netflix original series The Crew.
Okay.
We should watch that.
Why?
I don't know, because we both like NASCAR.
I didn't know what the. I'm like, is it rowing? Is it?
We like NASCAR.
I'm like, wait a minute. Black guy's not in rowing.
Yeah. We're big NASCAR buffs.
That's true.
Anyways.
We like cars in a circle. Yeah, so I'm ruling in favor of Gay for Goss, so no beef on that one. Also, when they're trying to explain to Christopher Maloney who Ryan Gosling was,
Yeah.
because Maloney's he's an old school Italian. He doesn't know this news. He didn't know Guitar Hero. Yeah. He didn't know Ryan Gooseleaf. He didn't know nothing. So one of his sons,
Nephews.
One of nephews, sorry. He was in Lord of the Rings and a bunch of baseball movies. Which is the best way to describe Ryan Gosling. There was Brian Husky doing both parts of Paradise by the Dashboard Light for karaoke, and that being unreasonable because it's 7.5 minutes. I'm ruling beef on that one because it was his birthday and he can do what he wants.
Correct. I agree.
Speaking as someone who it's currently their birthday half of the year.
Half of the year, yeah.
I find what he was going through relatable.
Yep.
And then I think the best one, and there's one more. The the weird Thomas Lennon one, where he and noted gorgeous person Lizzie Kaplan were described as a May-September relationship, not May-December.
Several times.
Yeah. And what was the deal? That Tom sustained an injury getting a cha-cha lesson from Steve Agee in his garage?
was trying to teach him a cha-cha in the garage, and he fell over a bench.
That's right, because it was a garage / weight / dance studio. Multi-purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also we learned Thomas Lennon has a condition where he urinates upon getting an erection.
Yeah.
Which, happens to the best of us.
Doesn't it? Yeah. That's not a...
I thought that's how you get a girl pregnant.
Yeah, you gotta pull out and pee on her leg, then you get pregnant.
And then, beef on that one. I'm gonna rule beef. I always go, well, whichever side the Jumbo Nannies are on is the side I'm going on. And that's Lennon and Kaplan.
Beef.
Lennon and Kaplan sounds like a good law firm, by the way.
It does.
I would give them my business. And I would give Lizzie Kaplan the business. And then I think my favorite one, and maybe your favorite one too, even though you have mixed feelings on Michael Cera, I would say.
Yeah.
It was very funny.
It was very funny.
Yeah. He's a waiter who developed very specific Tourette's where he blurts out the word cunt at random intervals after he and his brother or friend, I don't know, had tried to recreate a fight, like an undercard obscure fight from UFC 112 or something.
Or something. No, yeah, I don't even think it was just like a random fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he choked him out, and when he woke up, his life was in shambles.
When he woke up, he couldn't not say the C word.
And and I'm with. That's a tough one. Are you with the manager who fired him for saying cunt, or you think he should keep his job?
It's a natural.
He shouldn't be discriminated
occurrence.
against.
It's law.
It's law. And the joke they did with Sarah, which was very good, was because he would definitely randomly say cunt, but he would also occasionally use cunt in context in the sentence and call one of the nephews cunt clearly, but play it off no. I was looking at you and it was in the sentence, but I promise you I can't help it.
Yeah.
Then an interesting one. Beck Bennett's back. This time he's got the beef.
Yeah.
Took his friend to a Yankees game, Greatest, which means free.
Yeah.
And all he asked was that the friend pay for beer and nuts, but the friend paid exactly for beer and nuts and did not tip the vendor, who it turns out is an indentured servant to George Steinbrenner, who won his services from his alcoholic father 50 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to tip.
Those people?
I don't think you legally... No. Those people?
Yeah.
You're lucky the vendor's white, Drew.
Yeah.
God damn, you are lucky. You dodged a fucking bullet.
Undentured servants.
A white slave.
Yeah.
No beef on that.
No beef on that.
Steve Agee's back. And... and Zach Woods wanted to conquer his fear of string instruments and get guitar lessons so he could play Van Halen's Eruption at his wedding, which is in 1 hour. And Steve Agee, instead of giving him a traditional guitar lesson, sat him on his knee, infantilizing him, and played Guitar Hero with him for 45 minutes before Zach Woods got mad and threw the Guitar Hero controller across the room, damaging it. I'm going to vote beef on that because... he probably should have gotten the proper guitar lesson and not had to sit on King Shark's knee.
No, it's King Shark. You sit on his fucking lap.
Fair enough.
He wants you to, you do it.
And then the last one was Uncle Lou versus brother-in-law Mikey. Legally, Mikey probably is in the right. He probably can open a butcher's up, but ethically, I don't know, man.
Family.
I don't know.
Family.
It's the rule of law versus a higher law.
Family's family.
Family. You know what?
Family.
I'm going to rule in favor of family on that one. In favor of family ties. Alex P. Keaton. Michael Gross.
Have I had a GIF on my phone constantly on loop of Lizzie Kaplan taking her shirt off and just hanging out?
Oh, Lizzie.
They're also not really that jumbo. They were very deceptive.
They did him up just right for beef.
Yeah.
I guess they're like, look, the name of the show is beef. we gotta give these people some meat.
Yeah. And that's the meat.
That's the meat.
Some breast meat.
Yeah. It's white meat.
It is white meat.
It's the best kind.
Are you saying white is right? Is that what you're saying?
Is that what you're asking me?
I'm asking you if you're saying white is right.
What is the question?
Sorry, what's the context? Sorry?
I prefer breasts to thighs.
I also prefer breasts to
But you can fuck both.
Yeah.
If you mash them together. And let that be a lesson to all of you. Oh. Greg. Brian Gummel's in the house. Brian or Greg? Which one was that? Are they different?
They're twins.
All of them look the same to me. The Gumball family, Drew, grow up.
The Gumball
Come on.
family?
The Gumball family. Brian and Greg Gumball. I like it. So that's Beef 2014. Check it out. It's very hard to find. Super, super hard to find. I found like a 1-seater torrent of it.
And it took 6 days to download.
It took a minute. And I've got probably 56K internet by this point. It's pretty good. It makes the sound, that like screamy sound that hurts your ears.
Oh.
And you can't use it when you're on the phone. But it's pretty good.
That's good.
I like it. I just upgraded from my 28.8.
There you go.
I doubled it. Oh, okay, Guy. I'm sorry. Have any of you doubled your internet recently? I don't think so. So maybe reserve judgment. Okay.
I'm not judging you.
I'm talking to the listener.
For that. I'm judging you for other things.
Oh, what other things?
You know.
Give me a list.
Lifestyle, weight, chicken legs.
Look, the lifestyle and weight go hand in hand.
Smell.
Smells great.
The dump you took earlier.
I thought that smelled fine too. I think you were being unreasonable.
I'm sensitive to your dumps.
I think
Maybe.
That was a protest shit.
All right.
Because I don't like the way you've treated me.
Now you know.
Now see, look how curt you're being.
Kurt Stallion. Kurt Cameron. Kurt
Angle.
Business.
Hennig. Browning.
Kurt.
Olympic. medalist Kurt Browning.
Curtis Hughes.
Big Cat.
Mr. Hughes.
No, that's a different large black guy.
Well, they're all the same to me. Large black guys, all the same to me.
The Gumballs?
Yeah.
The Gumballs?
The gumballs. So, beef's done.
Beef's done. Wet Hot American Summer 2001
Good call.
is up next.
Yep.
Is this the right year? Not that it matters. They won't.
Yeah.
People won't look
They're
up
not
the
going
wrong
to look
Wet
it
Hot.
up. You're not going to have a panic attack because you said the wrong day.
I am currently rocking back and forth, cross-legged, cupping my ears with my hands, as I am wont to do after most podcasts.
That is true.
These take a lot out of me, and then I need to recharge by just having a moment.
Please don't hurt me.
Please don't hurt me.
Have you seen my baseball?
Have you seen my baseball? Tonight at 11.
On the news.
The news! I love it.
Again, you can follow us on social media.
Yeah.
Serious Outlaws on things.
On things. Also on things at Not Scott Henson.
Also, you can feel free to help us out by giving us some
Don't stop. Here's the two
goddamn
things
money.
not to stop. One, thinking
Believing.
about tomorrow.
Oh.
Two, you know what? We're up to three things. One, thinking about tomorrow. Two, believing. Three, sending us money to paypal.me/not Scott Henson, and not the wrong address that I gave on Twitch for 2 straight weeks.
You idiot. You stupid bitch. You're as dumb as a dog.